getting over him. I got no rules, I count 'em.
Hey guys, it's Bree. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a foundation wear test. The foundation I'm testing out is the LA Girl Pro Matte High Definition Long Wear Foundation. I've heard that this is a great drugstore foundation, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to see how this foundation applies and wears throughout the day, just keep watching. Okay guys, so today I am testing out the LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation. So I have not tried this foundation yet. I've heard really good things about it, so I was super excited to get my hands on it. I really like the packaging of this. It is a frosted glass bottle with this matte lid, and I actually really like it. It looks a lot more expensive than it is. I have two shades. I have beige, and then I also have the shade light tan. I can never find my shade, especially where I have to order most things online. I have a really hard time finding my shade, so most of the time I take two foundations and mix them to find my perfect shade. So I'm going to pull this up on Ulta's website and read a little bit about this. It has 107 reviews and only 3 stars, which I think I've heard most people say that they like this, so I'm surprised it only has 3 stars. They have 14 colors. Like I said, I have the shade beige and the shade light tan. This retails for $8.99 on Ulta's website, which I love affordable foundations. I think it's super awesome when the drugstore comes out with a bomb foundation. So basically this says LA Girl's Pro Matte Foundation evens out skin tone with a soft suede matte finish. The long wearing formula is lightweight and is medium to full coverage, provides complete natural looking coverage, and evens skin tone. So basically it just says apply to the face with a sponge or a brush. I mean, pretty straightforward. It said medium to full coverage, so I'm guessing you can build it. I do have some breakouts here and here. I don't know why my nose is like really broken out right now. Ignore my hair, I just showered, so it's like all crazy, but I do have just like weird breakouts all over like I normally do. So I think I'm gonna pump out the beige. So that is what it looks like. It's kind of runny. I think I'm gonna do 2 pumps of the beige, and I think I am gonna add a little bit of light tan. Just a little dab. Mix that out. I will do 1/2 of my face with a sponge, 1/2 with a brush, and I will kind of see what I think about that. So before I go in with the foundation, my face is washed. I'm just going to moisturize it really quick and then prime. The primer that I'm going to go in with is this Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Primer. Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. I tested this out in a 5 first impressions and it looked really good on my skin. I'm going to go in with my fingers. Foundation mixed, and I am going to apply it to this side of my face with a sponge and then the other side with a brush. So I would say this shade matches me pretty good. So this is what one layer looks like. I would say this is medium coverage. I do think I want to try to build it up a little bit right here on my cheeks. So I'm just going to add a little bit more to that sponge. So I turned off some of my lights because I feel like it was really just too bright. I'm still messing with the settings on this camera, so sorry about that, but that is what it looks like on this side with a little bit built up on my cheeks. I do still see a little bit coming through, but I would say it is high coverage. I wouldn't say it's all the way full coverage, but I do not want to build it up too much right now. So then I'm going to go ahead and take some this side, I'm going to go in with my Morphe M439 brush. Used up all of that. I would say that was about 2.5 pumps, and it covered my entire face. I'd say it's pretty high coverage, but it isn't covering everything. I still can see a little bit of acne scarring and a little bit of my darkness showing through, but it looks pretty good. It looks very matte. Between the brush side and the sponge side, I would say that the brush side looks a little more full coverage. It looks like it covered everything a little bit better, but I like the finish with the sponge side. It looks a little more skin-like. So personally for me, I would use a sponge. It just looks a little more skin-like. So the color actually looks pretty good. It doesn't look like it darkened at all. I don't see it oxidizing right off the bat, especially drying down, which I feel like most of the foundations I've been testing lately do darken while they dry. It is 1:31 p.m. I know I'm starting this late. We will call the check-in time 1:30. I am gonna go finish the rest of my makeup and film another video, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so it is currently 2:22 p.m. I don't know why it took me an hour to do this because this is pretty simple makeup, but the check-in time was 1:30. So now that the foundation has been on my face for a little bit, I can kind of tell you my first impressions and what I think about the foundation so far, and then I will also do a couple check-ins throughout the day. So this is what the foundation looks like. On my nose it looks a little funky, but I am having like a breakout on my nose. It's like super weird, but over here it looks really nice. I think it warmed up to my skin. I was kind of afraid because I wasn't liking how it looked when I first applied it, but once I got the powder on it, sprayed it with setting spray. I sprayed it with setting spray a couple times throughout doing my makeup, and I always feel like that really helps add some moisture back into my skin. But I really am liking I'm really liking how it looks right now. I think it looks really nice. It is matte, but it's like a soft matte, so it's not like very dry. But I think it looks really good. I do think you could build it up to full coverage. I built it up a little bit on my cheeks, but not a ton. I didn't want to add a lot into my face. It did already settle into these two lines, but there's just no avoiding that anymore. So far it looks really great on my skin. I would say I have it at high medium coverage right now. I didn't want to add too much to my skin, but yeah, so far I'm really liking it. So the check-in time is 1:30, so I'll check in a couple times. I will try to keep it on for 8 hours. We will see. But I will see you guys in a couple hours for the first check-in. It is 5:45 p.m. right now. The check-in time was at 1:30, so this foundation has been on for about 4 hours. The foundation is looking so good right now. I really like how it has warmed up to my skin. Initially, when I put it on, I really did not like how it was looking, but it took about an hour or so. By the time I was done doing the rest of my makeup, I really like how it looked on my skin. This could just be a foundation that needs to warm up a little bit before it starts looking really good, but I think it does look really good. There is the creasing on my forehead. It doesn't look like it's gotten any worse, but so far it is wearing really, really nicely. I don't see any spots coming off. I don't look oily at all, so I'm excited. I think this is going strong, so I will see you at the end of the night for my final check-in. 9:35 p.m., which means I made it 8 hours with the foundation on. This is my last check-in before I wash my makeup off, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys my final thoughts on this foundation and how it wore. It is not rubbed off anywhere at all. Let me turn this light down. Okay, there we go. So it has not rubbed off anywhere. It is still on all of my, basically everywhere. I think it looks really nice. Right here is like completely rubbed off, but that is where I took off the concealer when I was filming the other video and had to reapply. So I think that I probably just didn't put enough right there when I was reapplying it, but it looks really, really good. I look a little dewy just right here on my cheeks and right here on my forehead. There is that creasing on my forehead, but actually it hasn't gotten any worse really. So I normally like to apply just a little bit of foundation at the end of the night to one side of my face to see if it makes it any better. So if I did touch up, oh look, there's like a little sponge. I'm going to use that to tap out my little creases. I'm just going to go in and I'll add it to this side. This is just to see if I can apply powder and wear it for longer. So it looks good on the foundation. It doesn't look good on the concealer to touch it up, but right here that just made it so smooth and looks so nice right here. So I don't know how well you can see. So this is the side without powder and this is the powdered side. I think it looks really, really good. So I will definitely continue to use this foundation. I'm actually really excited about it. I'm excited to try it with different products and see how it wears with those products, but I think it looks really great for 8 hours. I could wear this for 5 more hours and I'm sure it would look just as good. Yeah, so this gets a thumbs up. Okay guys, so those were all my thoughts on the LA Girl Pro Matte High Definition Foundation. Go ahead and leave me a comment down below if you have tried this foundation and what you think about it. Also, if you have any suggestions for products you want me to try out or foundations you want to see wear tests on. I did film 5 first impressions on this face makeup, so that will be coming up next. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already and subscribe. I post 3 videos every week. Thank you so much for watching and I'll catch you in my next video.
Getting over him. I got no rules, I count 'em.